Hey guys, I'm back for another video. In this video I'm going to be rating Friday the 13th series from worst to best, and this is my opinion. This is just how I see the series. I'm just going to do from part 1 to part 8 with the remake and Freddy vs. Jason. So let's go ahead and get into it. My least favorite in the series is New Blood. I wasn't a huge fan of this one. I thought that it was kind of silly with the whole telekinesis aspect of it. I wasn't a huge fan of that, but you know, some people like it, and that's cool. Next is part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Then again, it seems kind of silly to me. They did a lot better job with it than I thought they could, with a name like Jason Takes Manhattan, and you know, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But you know, didn't really do it for me. Next we have the remake. Now I went and saw this one in theaters, and I wasn't a huge fan, to be honest. I didn't like it that much, but I picked it up for real cheap one day. Decided to give it another watch, and I actually really enjoyed it. So I like how they fused some of part 1, 2, and 3, and all just kind of mashed into the remake. It was pretty cool, in my opinion. Next we have Freddy vs. Jason. I could tell you about 1,000,001 reasons why this movie shouldn't work, but they did an amazing job with the script, the story, just executing the movie. This was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I did not think they could possibly make a legitimate reason to fuse these two into the same movie, but they did, and they did it effectively. It's a really good one, in my opinion. Next we have Friday the 13th Part 3. This is a good one, you know, but like, once you get from like Part 1 to 5 or so, they all kind of like fuse together in a way. But you know, of course, Part 3 is the one when he first finds the hockey mask. Total classic. A pretty good entry into the series overall. But I just found that some of the characters weren't as likable in some of the other ones, so yeah, that's why it's kind of low on my list, but it's still a good movie. Next we have Final Chapter. I like Final Chapter. It's pretty good. This is when you first meet Tommy Jarvis. He's a kid, and of course, as we know, he supposedly kills Jason. And of course it wasn't the final chapter. Next we have Part 2. Part 2 is good. This is the return. Well, I guess he didn't return. It's his first time killing. And I'm talking about Jason. And he doesn't have the mask yet. He's wearing like a little burlap sack. Kind of creepy. There's some pretty cool scenes in there. I like the guy in the wheelchair. I really like his character. I thought he was pretty cool. I felt like it was just pretty good. Next we have A New Beginning. I really like A New Beginning because I like the whole setting of it being like a camp for troubled kids instead of like your normal summer camp or something. You have Reggie Reckless, of course, which is probably my favorite character in the whole Friday series. He's just one of my favorite characters. In the end, it's not even him killing, but that doesn't bother me. I still think it's a pretty good movie. Now, these last two, it was really tough for me to decide which one was going to take first place. But I decided to put Part 6 in second. To me, Part 6 is just the perfect slasher film. It's just everything that defines slasher, you know? It's like a perfect execution of the genre, and I think it's a really good entry into the series. It's one of my favorites. And of course, lastly, you have the original. It's a classic. A really good movie. Of course, everyone knows the twist ending, but if you didn't know it, then of course it blows your mind. I think it's an awesome entry into the series, and it's my favorite one. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Which one's your favorite? Which one do you think is your least favorite? And subscribe if you like. Thanks.